Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 212th Attack Battalion 2nd Airborne Company Trooper. That's kind of a run-on name, so from now on I'm just going to call him the 212th Airborne Trooper. This guy is really cool. If you like the 212th Company as much as I do, this guy just looks great. I'll go ahead and go over all of the accessories he comes with in detail after we look at the packaging. Let me move him out of the way a little bit. So, I bought the Sideshow exclusive version. Really, there's no difference between this version and the normal release except for the base, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. But here on the front of the packaging, you can see a picture of the 212th Airborne Trooper posed nicely. And the packaging, you probably can't tell on camera, but is very high quality. It's made of, like thick, it's thick cardboard, and it's got a nice satin finish on it. So here on the side, there's another picture of the figure. And then here on the back, it's got yet another picture, and then some pictures from the movie. There aren't very many pictures because, from what I remember, he wasn't featured very much, but that doesn't really matter. Here on the other side, again, just another picture of the figure. And then, if you'll check here, on the side, there's a little flap that you can open up, and it is held closed by magnets. And you can see where the figure would have been displayed originally. This side would have been the figure, and this side is all of the accessories. And then you can see this giant description here. I'll try and bring it up close to the camera so you can read it. So if you'd like to read that, you can just pause the video. I'll move it down here. There's the final bit there. And then here in the center, it's got another description just of the specific figure. So really high quality packaging, but of course that's not what we're here to look at. We want to look at the figure itself. So let's go ahead and bring him over here. My backdrop won't come with him, okay? He stands pretty much exactly 12 inches tall. So he's pretty much the exact same scale as every other clone trooper. He does, however, have some new pieces that have been added to his armor. The first and probably most obvious is the helmet. As you can see there, it is a new sculpt. And I'll give you a 360 of the helmet here so you can see it. And then he's got some extra pieces here on his chest. There's like to be honest, I'm not really sure what it is. Just an extra piece of armor, and it is held on by some straps. And then he's got this man purse type thing, and it's got some type of grenade on it. And the purse thing does open. I wouldn't store anything in it, but you could if you wanted to. And then of course he has the soft goods cape here on the back. I'll pick up the figure so you can see it. And if you notice any type of discoloration, that is intentional. It's been painted to look a little bit, like battle worn. So he overall looks really cool. He's got all these extra pieces, like these, little cylinders on his shoulder and stuff. So he looks a lot different than the normal trooper, and you can tell that he's special. His first, real accessory, I guess you could say, is this blaster. I'll pull him up closer so you can see it a little bit better. The detail on these Sideshow Collectibles figures really is amazing. And the stock of this gun does fold back, so that's really cool. Turn it around so you can see it. So So it just looks really great. The next accessory is the longer clone blaster, and this again just looks amazing. If it'll focus here. There we go. There's a lot of detail and everything is painted, so it looks really nice. The next accessories are the two Clone Wars style blaster pistols. And again, those look nice. And all of these things fit in his hands if you want to display him with them. The next thing that he comes with are a pair of interchangeable feet. You just pop his normal feet off and replace them with these. They're pretty much the exact same, except they're just a little bit bent, so you can do them in like a, or pose them in a like running or crouching stance. And then the next thing, or multiple things he comes with, are a bunch of interchangeable hands. So I'll go ahead and go through these. The first pair are what I call high five hands. He gets one for each side. And I'll go ahead and take this moment to show you that for each side, the hands are the same all the time. So that looks nice. What I mean is that the paint is the same. So the next set of hands are trigger hands. One of them is on the figure right now, but you do get two of them, one for each side. Then he comes with a pair of fist hands, again one for each side. So those look nice. And then he comes with two kind of, I guess, slightly cupped hands. And I should take the time to mention that they're not rigid, but they're not like super soft either. So as you can see, you can kind of move them a little bit, and that does help with getting the accessories into his hands. He comes with two thumbs up hands. So those look nice. Then he comes with two different pointing hands, one for each side. And then finally he comes with the peace sign hands, or just one. I don't know why I used a plural there. So he comes with an absolute ton of accessories. So I'll go ahead and pull him over here and we can look at his articulation. It's pretty much the same as every other Clone Trooper figure that I've ever bought, but I'll go ahead and run through it so you can see it. He's got a ball peg in the head that lets it, twist side to side, look up a little bit and down. And then at the base of the neck, he's got articulation again, so you can get pretty much any posing you want done. Then in his shoulders, he's got pretty sure he has a butterfly joint, yeah. So you can bring his arms backward and forward. Then he's got a ball hinge on top of that lets his arms come up. And you can move his shoulders up even though he's got this armor, which is nice. He's got double jointed elbows. His armor is slipped down a little bit there. But as you can see, you can get a pretty good range of motion with that. Then he's got a hinge with two swivels, one in the hand and one in the forearm. So you can pretty much display the hands, or the wrist rather, any way you would like. I have a feeling that he has a waist twist underneath his armor, but unfortunately you can't use it because of the armor. It just gets in the way. But it's not a huge deal. So I'll go ahead and move the camera down so you can see the rest of the figure. He's got T-jointed hips, so they go out to the side and forward, and then there's a thigh swivel, so you can, twist the thigh. He's got single jointed knees, and they do get a pretty good range of motion. I'm just having trouble moving him on camera. And then the feet, or the ankles rather, are the same as the hand. They are a swivel, or a hinge, with two pegs. I guess I can show you here. So there's a peg here, and then one in the foot, and then there's a hinge. So you can twist it, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. So those work pretty well. And then, like I said, I bought the exclusive version, So his base is a little bit different. You know, it's got its name written on it, and it's got some white and silver on there. So overall, I would say that this figure is worth picking up if you like the 212th Legion. He looks great with Commander Cody and the 212th Trooper. So if you like these higher end figures, you will not be disappointed with this one. So if you have any comments or questions, just leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you later.